Yesterday, just what did it mean to you to see your name on that list yesterday?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Obviously, it's on a long list of goals of mine. I was able to accomplish it. It's a really good feeling.
You guys have a pretty strong contingent down there with you, Josh, Jalen. Just what does that mean to have a group like that down there?
Yeah, it means our future's bright. We have talented players on the roster, and guys that work hard, have goals and want to achieve them. And I'm excited for our future, especially with our young guys.
Where were you and who were you with when you were watching the broadcast and saw your name?
Yeah, I was at home in my living room. My friends and family. A couple of my homies, they knew before, but I told them if anyone would know not to tell me just for the suspense of it. But yeah, it was a good moment. It's fun.
There were some videos of your teammates kind of surprising you. Was that somewhere else, and kind of what was that like?
Yeah. My girlfriend actually set it up like a surprise party. I had no clue. Me and my homie just went out. Then I came back to the balloons and everybody at the crib. It was fun. It's a testament to, my people around me, my loved ones, and my teammates that are great.
Is this something you thought about as a kid growing up?
Absolutely. Every kid does. Every kid sits down and watches All-Star Weekend and looks forward to the events. It's really an honor to be a part of. Worked hard, and I'm glad it paid off.
What do you think of the draft format this year, where the captains are going to pick the teams, shortly before tip-off?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I kind of like it. It'll be like almost like a street ball pickup game feel. It's kind of cool. I like it.
Do you feel any different waking up this morning as an All-Star?
Not at all.
No,
Not at all.
Same shit.
Same shit.
You gonna campaign with any of the captains, try to get picked by their team?
Nah. You just let them do their thing.
Anybody else?
Shai, you are different topic. You're one of the only guys still around that played with Andre Robertson, and now he's back with the Blues, still playing basketball. What do you think of that?
Yeah, Dre was a really good NBA player for a long time on a lot of winning basketball teams. And obviously, unfortunate events happened when he got hurt. And then I don't know, after that little stint, I played with him. But beyond that, he's a really good guy, great teammate, love having him around. And as long as he works hard, he'll make his way back just because of the type of guy he is and the type of competitor and what he brings to the game.
Just after the day off yesterday, getting back to practice today, what was kind of the focus for the group today?
Getting in the gym, running around a little bit. We competed, got some drill work in. It's a luxury when you have these 2 days in between where you can get rest and practice, and we got both, so hopefully that carries over in the next few games.
Obviously, Shai got some pretty big news yesterday. Just what was your reaction as coach, and how much you've seen him grow throughout his career?
Certainly really, really happy for him. We all are. I think his teammates are. I think all that's genuine, and because of the person he is. It's powerful when one of your hardest workers, one of your most committed guys, is rewarded for that individually. I think it sends a strong signal to the program, to the rest of the group. His commitment, it makes it, particularly sweet because we're obviously trying to build something. We have been for the last couple of years, and he's had his sleeves rolled up on that. And so for him to get rewarded for that is great. And then him and Josh and J-Dub, all the guys that get the individual accolades, the fact that they're doing it inside the team, I think is powerful too, because it allows everybody to feel a part of it. And it gives them the humility to understand that their team had something to do with their individual accomplishment. And so I thought, obviously, good all the way around, and certainly happy for him.
You see the biggest growth in his game. I mean, to get to this point, to All-Star.
The answer I'd give to that is incremental. I actually think the power of his growth has been how consistent it's been over time, and how it hasn't been, as obviously he went from a non-All-Star to an All-Star, and that feels like a huge jump. But his growth has not been this huge jump. His growth has been a very steady and consistent area in a lot of things. Understanding how to leverage his own gravity as a driver and as a great offensive player, and then defensively leveraging his length and his size on that end of the floor. Those are the two areas that I think have grown, but it hasn't just been this year, it's been over time.
Yeah, people look at steal stats and stuff, that can be kind of deceiving sometimes, but his defense, let's talk a little bit more about that, what you see about him and how he's grown.
Well, we've had a good defense as a team all year. He's certainly a big part of that because he plays a lot of minutes. He handles pretty significant matchups, not only to start games or to close games, but when he plays the end of the first, end of the third, at times we'll put shooting around him, which upticks the matchup that he has to take on in those moments, and he's done a great job with that. And I think there's a leadership element to it. I think he understands that if he wants to be a part of a team that's growing and where the outcomes are following, that, you know, if your best player, one of your best players, has a focus on the little things and on defense, it sends a strong signal and sets a tone for the rest of the group, and I think he understands the gravity of that.
Mark, you coached Andre Robertson for a year, been around him a lot longer than that. What do you make of him kind of being back playing pro basketball with the Blue?
A lot of respect for it. You know, I think it takes a lot of humility when you've got as accomplished of an NBA career as he does. I just think it's pure love of the game. I learned that when I was coaching in the G League. The guys that are in the G League, there's a certain like love factor that you have to endure professional basketball where you're not making a lot of money. They're not in the Ritz-Carlton. They're not making huge salaries. They're not eating cheese plates on charter flights. And so you got to love basketball in order to be a G League player, and out of any of those guys. But for someone that's had all that stuff and that has the reputation that he does, to then roll his sleeves back up and take his career that seriously, I have a lot of respect for.
Has he still been around the organization, the team, you guys, in the last couple of years?
Blue, for sure. I mean, last couple of years, I don't know, but this year, Blue.
Okay.
You know, I haven't seen him around the last couple of years. I think he's been in and out of town. He spends time in LA. He spends time back home in San Antonio. He's been here a little bit. I think he's still got a spot here. His brother's been here with the Blue during that time. But when he decided he wanted to kind of give it another go, we're really excited and proud that he chose to do it here.